Hey y'all, this is Conrad Layn here, and I'm here in Texas at HEB Market right behind me. But this video is not about I'm just here, decided to buy some groceries here because this HEB Fresh Foods is a Texas chain that has donated 5% of pre-tax to charitable causes like food banks, education, etc. And which is why I decided to come here. I'm kind of corny like, I like the fact that they support their community. But anyways, let's get to the video. Anyways, this video is really about that after I went grocery shopping at this local store, I want to teach people how to actually market themselves. I have another video that I left below that's been doing pretty well. It's been getting a lot of great feedback, but I want to really go a little bit deeper and share other ways on how to actually think outside the box and how to actually market. I have a marketing background, heavy in finance. I'm a business consultant as well. I know how to get attraction. I know how to develop attraction in people. I know how to actually bring people. I know how to use attraction as my weapon. And you have to use attraction as your weapon. So you have to attract clients to you. That's just how it is, people, in this new age of technology. You have to understand some algorithms. People, you don't have to become a coder by any means, but at least understand some simple 101 algorithm tactics. So let's dive right into it. And I'm no expert by any means, but I'll show you what I've used. And again, I have experience and I want to show what I've done. I've been talking to a lot of people in regards to marketing themselves, and there's a lot of hosts and Turo hosts that aren't getting bookings, or they're getting slow bookings. And this is the thing though, I have realized that even when you scroll down to the bottom of the Turo page on any website or even your app, oftentimes you'll see that Turo has a lot of different other markets, other cities, countries, etc. And let's be honest, there's some markets that they actually cater more to. Some might pick Los Angeles or Miami, Florida, Hawaii, for example, Texas. There's a lot of marketing dollars going to certain big time cities, and there's smaller towns that and other cities that aren't really getting the same budgeting, in my opinion, from what it appears. So oftentimes some hosts might they might not even be the best host ever, but they just automatically get more bookings because they're in the right market, they have the right car, and that's just what it is, people. So that sucks. You can't change that. How you have to change this in your direction and shift this into success for you, you have to go outside of Turo and then start getting yourself, learn how to rank yourself higher in Turo and online, people. Oftentimes, and this is how it is, if you go online and look, just pull up rental in your city, Turo will already have advertising in Google and Bing primarily, and other search engines in your locale or your municipality or city or township. Turo puts a lot of marketing dollars into marketing, so you have to learn how to be just like Turo and market. So this is how you do it. 101. First, take some good pictures. At least make it heavy, people. You got to put 15 to 20 pictures heavy. Yes, it's not absolute. Some people will get a lot of listings who just have 10 pictures, but you have to increase the likelihood. Try to have anywhere from 15 to 20 pictures of your vehicle. If you do that, what you can simply do is that once you actually do that, you'll actually be able to add 15, 20 pictures. It makes your profile heavier. It's kind of like when you go to the market, an analogy I used in the video below about marketing, and you'll learn a lot from that. That goes even deeper and different aspects, but I'm going deeper into how to market outside Turo. That video is how to really market inside Turo. So this is the thing, when you put more pictures, it makes it heavier, meaning Turo starts understanding that, hey, you're using effort. Second, you have more pictures to choose from. You have a higher likelihood in the algorithm of someone liking your picture because you have more pictures to choose from. If you only have 1, 2, or 3 pictures, people will pass you by and choose the person who has maybe 10 pictures or 15 pictures, because they don't know you. They're getting to know you. It's kind of like dating. People feel comfortable with seeing more pictures. They trust people who have more pictures. You have to get to the point where people will trust your profile because they see the pictures. They need to be clean, and they don't need to be professional, but professional in quality, but not in you have to spend a lot of money. Just make sure it's a clean vehicle, sunlight, and everything, and vacuum. That's it, people. You do that, you'll be fine. If you do that, you'll actually you'll win every time. When you do that, people will actually like your pictures. You guys might not know this. If you ever just look closely, especially if you're a host, you'll see that people on Turo, the Turo guests, have the option to like a car. When they like a car, that sends a signal to the algorithms, people. That's how you rank. But you can't rank that high if you have only 1 or 2 pictures. That means you only give yourself 1 or 2 chances, or say you only have 10 pictures, you only give yourself 10 chances for someone to like your picture, like your car. Give yourself as many as possible. The max access point is 20 pictures. Put 15 to 20 pictures, fill that baby up and everything, and make sure they're as nice as possible so you can outcompete the other people, and you make your profile heavier. It's like if you go to the store, you buy a pound of meat. If you buy a pound of meat, the heavier the meat you buy, the more you spend at the store. The heavier your advertising is, that you advertise your car, the more pictures you have on your profile, the heavier your profile is, the more Turo will sell it to the customer for. Get it? It's like buying meat or buying fruit at the store. The heavier, the more fruit you buy, or the more meat you buy, the more money you spend. The more pictures you have, the heavier it is, the more Turo can sell it for. The video below goes in deep detail on how to market in Turo. I'm teaching you how to market outside of Turo. This is still inside Turo. So how you market outside Turo is there's something called being a webmaster. You can actually, it's called crawling or indexing your URL. If you learn how to index, you get your URL. So anytime you have a Turo listing, like say Conrad Layn's Tesla, all my listings have an independent URL and a number behind it that's individual to me. It's like a fingerprint for my specific vehicle. All Turo host listings have this, and our Turo host profile also has this. If you're online, you have a URL. Understand this and understand this well. If you learn, just copy and paste your URL, put it in Bing. I left the link below for the webmaster, and you can actually submit it to Bing directly, and Bing will add it to their search engine. That's strategy. Most people don't do this. Most people aren't even aware of this. This is a huge hack. If you add your URL to your to Bing, the webmaster tool I left below, they'll actually market it for you. You'll rank higher, and the same is true for Google, as I left a link below as well. At the end of this video, I'll show a quick video on how to actually do this, but you simply just go to Google, the link I left below, or Bing, and add it to the search engine with the URL webmaster indexing tool that I left below. Now you can add your specific Turo listing or your specific Turo host profile and any website you have that you own, that you actually market your Turo business, which is highly recommended, but you don't have to do this. Maybe that costs too much, but oftentimes you get a cheap website for very cheap. And I learned a lot because when I first started with my business, I am a business consultant. I actually learned about marketing, and I knew about marketing, but I got even deeper when I start building my website. I started learning how to index myself and get business organically. You learn keywords, put the keywords in there as well. It gets deep, people. So you can definitely do that. That's how you actually get to the point when you do that. So if you do it, you actually index yourself. And if you do that for the most part, what you can do is add yourself to the search engine, get to the point where you add it, and then you'll actually rank higher on the Google SEO, the search engine optimization. You keep hearing SEO. That's what people do. So when you pay these people or companies to do this for you, they're basically doing stuff like this. There's much more tactics, but that's one of the tactics. Add yourself to the Google search engine, add yourself to Bing. The links, I left the links below directly for free for you guys. You can do this for free, people. If you also want to, you can pay a little money. You can usually get a website for cheap. Build your own website that markets your Turo profile so you can rank yourself higher, so you get more business in Google, Bing, search engine, and whatever search engine. If you don't have Bing or Google in your municipality or wherever you're at, check whatever search engine in your area that Turo operates, and do the same thing. Find out how you can submit your Turo listing, Turo URL, your Turo website. If you purchase a website, start a social media account on Facebook and Instagram, etc. These rank you higher as well. That you can do for free, and you just add it to the search engine in your area, Google, Bing, or whatever search engine is in your area, and that's how you actually rank higher, people. Remember, consider starting a Facebook for your Turo business. Consider starting Instagram, TikTok, whatever you want. All those have URLs, and they rank you higher, people. Please do this. This is how you think outside the box, and you start adding more exposure to yourself, ranking yourself higher, and so that you can allow the website to crawl your website. It's called crawling. They'll crawl your website. You'll be indexed because you're stated on Instagram, you're stated on Facebook, you're stated on, say, TikTok or whatever social media account. You're stated on Turo itself, as they also market you, Google and Bing, and whatever search engine in your area. That's how you do this, people. It's about having foot traffic. The more footprints you put, the more foot traffic there is. So the more places you place yourself and create more footprints, that'd be an analogy I'll use, the more traffic you'll have that you'll drive to your, drive to your website. So always remember, the heavier you make your profile on Turo, the more pictures you take, the heavier it is, the more Turo will sell it. Like when you buy fruit or meat at the store, the more meat and the more fruits you buy, the more the store sells it to you for. So the more heavy you make your pictures, the more pictures, say you have 15 or 20 pictures on there, the more that Turo will sell it for you. That means the more that people will like your picture, understand the psychology, people understand it. And then outside of Turo, you learn how to actually crawl and index your website by listing your URL, your direct Turo listing, and your direct Turo host profile, and your Instagram URL, and also your Facebook URL, and your TikTok URL, or whatever social media URL, and any social media and any search engine in your area. Learn how to submit your URL to them so they can place and index it and crawl the website and give you more marketing. That's how you rank yourself. That's how you do it, people. And then organically, when you actually meet your guests in person, especially even online through Turo messaging, but especially when you meet them in person, ask them this question: how did you find out about me? And then pause, wait for them to answer. You be like, you just got more answers. Then ask them, how did they find out about Turo? By answering those two questions, how did you find me? And how did you find out about Turo? You'll learn where Turo markets, you'll learn how they found you, and you'll start going to those areas. So say, hey, Google. Now you know to go to Google and start crawling, start adding your information to Google. If they give you some other search engine, go there. Whatever website they give you, go there and start adding your information and start compounding. That's how you'll outcompete other hosts, because you'll have the secret information. You have to understand, you have to develop a coding mind, an algorithmic mind of understanding technology. I'm not the best, but I understand that, and it's been working well. I get found on Google all the time. When I ask them, they say they found me on Bing, Google, some other search engines I never even heard of. They found me on Internet Explorer, all type of different search engines and website browsers and Firefox, because I'm everywhere. And at the end of this, I'm going to even show you an example where I'll put my name in Google and I'll pop up. It's pretty cool. And I haven't been doing this that long, and I'm just compounding. And the more you compound, you're actually going to be easier to find online. And that's how you actually market yourself. So if you're not getting enough bookings, if you're not getting enough business, if you're not getting what you want, you gotta take it upon yourself, and don't make any excuses. No offense, don't mean to be insensitive, but you have to take it. If you're serious about this and you want this to be a business and make money, you have to take it in your own hands, brush your shoulders off, and start marketing. Start marketing yourself. Do exactly what Turo's doing. You don't even have to spend money. You can do it for free. And I highly encourage, considering spending some money, consider maybe getting Google AdWords, consider getting some paid marketing. You can promote yourself on Instagram also. You can promote yourself on Facebook also. You can pay. It's very cost effective. You'd be surprised. You can pay Facebook to market you. You can pay Instagram to market you. You can pay Google Ads Google Words to market you. You don't have to, but it's an extra option. But if you don't want to do that, you can do it for free. Just honestly, start an Instagram profile, start a Facebook profile, start your Turo profile, of course, and start like any social media about your Turo business, and you'll be placed that way. You'll be indexed that way. This is critical, people. This is how you make money. This is how you build wealth. This is how you market yourself. This is how you make your profile heavy. This is how you create more foot traffic. You got to have more footprints to get more foot traffic to drive to your business. And that's how you do it. And I believe in you guys. I know you guys can do this. You guys can be way better than me, and you guys can be successful at this. And I'll just teach you so you don't have to make my mistakes. So take it. Like, this is a lot of information. I want to do my best to teach you as much as I possibly can. I'm here in Texas. I just bought some groceries from this really great store that I found actually donated to the cause after there was a hurricane in 2017, Hurricane Harvey. And also they donate 5% pre-tax to local communities. I'm cheesy about that, so I want to give back and do this as well. So I'm about it, man. This is Texas. I love it. I love the big state here, and I want to give you guys as much free content as possible. This isn't always happening. Real dude, no script. Seriously, so please, I beg, listen to me. Take this advice, rewatch the video, leave comments below if you have any questions or you want to learn anything extra. If I missed anything, if you want me to elaborate further. Like, very, very rare for someone like me to actually do something like this. I'm in a new state. I'm trying to do my best to expand my fleet out here. I'm taking my time and organically growing them. I'm not trying to rush too much, but I'm definitely very excited. So again, you got to market yourself. You got to become the webmaster. So please do what you got to do. Listen to the video. Take all the notes. I love you guys. I'm going to share my screen with you and share a little more information. And I'm going to share what the webmaster website looks like, where you can submit And I'm also gonna share my Google profile. When you put me in Google, you can test it out too. Just put Conrad Layn in Google, and I'll pop up. But I'll show that shortly. So follow my screen through, people. Love you guys. Thank you for following me through Google Search Console. Before I teach you guys how to rank and follow me through, quick tip. If you want to actually rank higher fast, especially if you're a new host, and even if you're a superstar host, at the end of the day, you can do this. Change your settings around and consider getting instant booking or last minute booking, or change your trip acceptance dates, like maybe accept 1-day bookings, so that, because think of it this way, Turo is all about business. They want to make money as soon as possible. So if you offer 1-day bookings, if you offer, say, unlimited miles, if you offer extras, if you offer instant booking, it might be a bit inconvenient at first, but think about it. You become more attractive to Turo because now you're that emergency tour host that they can contact 24/7 when someone needs a backup or a last minute booking. It actually ranks you higher. I know it's because I tested this out. So consider doing it. You don't have to do it, but that's just a quick tip. Change your settings around, unlimited miles maybe, consider instant booking, consider last minute booking, and consider just being a little more, maybe offering free delivery here and there at first, and then maybe start increasing it and bring up your price maybe to $60 and $70 and $120, but start with maybe free delivery, just so you start getting some bookings organically, and you start getting reviews, and you build your profile. But now let's get to the fun stuff of SEO, search engine optimization. Follow me through. Hey y'all, thank you for following me through. This is Google Search Console. This is how you actually get yourself ranked through SEO, search engine optimization. So this is basically algorithm 101. See where it says start now? I left a link below so that you can actually know how to actually increase your ranking on Google and increase your analytics. And see right here where it says get your content on Google, submit sitemaps and individual URLs for crawling, review your index coverage to make sure that Google has the freshest view of your site. Voila, there you go. So that's all you need. And once you actually access, see that blue icon which says start now, you start submitting your individual URL. So your Turo link, your Turo vehicle URL, your website, that if you have an individual website, your Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, any type of social media. I even recommend you start a YouTube. Maybe you're not interested in becoming a YouTube partner or YouTube creator, but still maybe create a video about your car itself. Paint a picture that you can actually give to the client end user so they can actually experience the car before they even get into it. That's how you do it, people. And I left a link below where you can actually watch my Tesla in Rodeo Drive. I did exactly that. I created an experience for people so get their mouth watering before they even get into the car. That's how you increase your ranking organically and inorganically. Inorganically, where you actually add the analytics through Google, through this website right here, so you can actually get indexed on and get factored into the search engine optimization algorithm. And organically, because once you actually send your link to people, say you texted them, say you message them, and it ranks you, they can actually visit and view your vehicle. That's one way of doing it. This is through Google. You could also do it through Bing as well, and I left a link below as well. See right here where it says in Bing, want more users for your site? Get your site's performance data, take advantage of free SEO tools, and analyze insights to improve your page rankings on Bing search results. Get started. That's it. I just showed you guys the archive. That's the secret. That's how you actually increase your ranking and factor everything in so you get listed. So if you put my name in even on Google or Bing, I come up all day. I learned this when I was actually creating my website. When I first started my first business, I actually learned how to build a website, and I started learning how to actually use plugins and how to actually use SEO. It was really priceless information. I didn't know what I was doing at first, and now I know quite a bit more. No expert by any means, but I'm just sharing the archives with you. This is how you guys do it, and I'm gonna share something else with you. I'll share my screen. Let's go right over here to Bing actually, and see if you search me Conrad Layn, my videos pop up, my YouTube pops up, my Turo Facebook page pops up. See Facebook? Everything's pretty much here. My Instagram, even if you keep on going scrolling down and down, we don't have time for that. I just want to make this nice and sweet. But you can find my Instagram on here and everything. And you can follow me just at Conrad Layn on IG. And see, Google, same thing, people. Conrad Layn. Put me in, test it out. Put me in Google or Bing, and my videos pop up for YouTube. My Instagram pops up. my Turo listing page pops up, my vehicles pop up, my Facebook for my Turo pops up. And this is how you can do it. You guys can be way better than me. You guys be better than me because you don't have to make the mistakes I made, and you can be a lot better than me. Now let me click into my profile. Just show you what it looks like. See, it takes you right to my page. You see all my vehicles here? You guys can do this too. So if you have one vehicle, two vehicles, each vehicle gets its own unique vehicle URL, and your job is to put it into the search engine optimization on Google or Bing, and that way you factor yourself into the algorithm, and then you start ranking yourself higher and higher the more information you're putting in. Think of it this way: when the more footsteps there are, the more foot traffic you'll get. So your goal is to place your stamp and your footprints all over the place. Put it in Turo, put it in Google, put it in Bing, put it in any type of search engine or optimization system you have in whatever locale you're in, and put it on in Twitter, put it in Instagram, put it in Facebook, put it on any type of social media, TikTok, I don't care what it is. Put your individual Facebook page, put your Turo listing, your Turo host ID, your vehicle listing, everything there, and put it there, and put it in Google and Bing, and let the algorithms work its magic. And that's how you get found. That's how you rank higher. That's how you get more bookings. So if you're having a hard time getting bookings, and you're not getting all the bookings you feel you deserve or think you should deserve, you have to think outside the box. Come out, be a bit more unorthodox. Come out and start mentioning and start placing yourself outside Turo. That way you bring in traffic to you, and you bring business to Turo as well. And the more reviews you get on Turo, the more higher you rank. Turo's algorithm works like this. The metaphor is this: think of like if you go to the store and get some fruit, right, or some meat. It doesn't matter. The heavier the meat is, the more you have to pay for it, right? Same thing works with Turo. The heavier you market yourself on Turo, the more they sell you to the guest. That's how it is. And the higher they sell you for. So the more pictures you have, gives the person the opportunity to like your pictures. And on Turo, you can actually like people's vehicles. So the more pictures you have, they can actually like your vehicles. And the more likes you have, the higher it ranks you. The more reviews you get, the more bookings you get. It's this whole perpetual cycle of success. So you have to get the ball rolling, create the snowball effect from the beginning. And if you don't have that snowball, you have to create it yourself. And I just taught you the way. That's how you do it, people. It's very simple. That's all you have to do. And by doing that, you'll significantly separate yourself from the competition by learning this hack on how to market yourself through SEO. Another organic way to do it: anytime you meet a guest in the beginning, always ask them two questions. First question: where did you find me at? How did you find my listing? Very important. If they say, oh, I found you through Turo, okay, great. So how did you find Turo? What this does essentially is you found out, and you reverse engineer wherever they found you. If they found you in Bing, or if they found you some other search engine, they found you through Internet Explorer, Firefox. I'm found everywhere. I've asked this question so many times, my head's spinning. And now I know where to market at. That's how you get the blueprint. You figure out where Turo's marketing, and you just follow them. You don't reinvent the wheel, you just follow the wheel. So that's how you do it, people. That's how you reverse engineer. And next, to tie this up with a nice little bow, at the end of the trip, you always do this, but I never encourage peer pressure, but I do encourage psychology. So all you have to do is this: at the end of the trip, you say, hey, well, how was your trip? If you did a good job, they're typically going to say they had a wonderful time with you. And from that point, all you have to do is this: well, I'm happy that you had a wonderful time. How about you share your experience on Turo, if you don't mind? No pressure. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you really had a great experience, you could definitely share a review. They should say, absolutely, Conrad Layn, I'll be more than happy to give you a good rating. I'll be like, oh, thank you. I'll do the same for you. So I had such a great experience with you. See, you're nice to them, they're nice to you, and it comes back to you. So I mean, that's, if you do a good job, you took care of them, they will take care of you, and they'll give you a great review at the end. That's what you have to do, people. So I don't know how many times I have to say this. I try to keep this nice, short, and sweet, but I think I left a lot of gems in there and secrets. I left a lot of links below. I also left a few videos below where I actually show how to actually market yourself on Turo and how to take better pictures, all wrapped into a nice present for you guys. And it's very important. And all you need is 3 factors for pictures. They don't have to be the most expensive, but they need to be of professional quality. Not that you have to spend a lot, but professional quality. 3 rules I follow: they must be vacuumed, clean, and also in good sunlight. That's it, people. I left 2 videos below. Actually, I left multiple videos below that go over this topic, and they'll really help you. And like I said before, once you watch those videos, you'll learn about it. And then I also left Turo Layn University on the bottom. That's my playlist I created just for you guys and gals that want to actually become a power host or all-star host or make a lot of money in Turo. I don't hold anything back. I have tons of videos that I release every day that are in that playlist. If you really are serious about this, you want to start with one car, no, let me repeat this. Let me rewind this. If you want to start with no cars and turn it into a fleet, or if you want to start with one car, two cars, three, I don't care if you start with a lot of cars, I don't care if you're poor, rich, bad credit, good credit, follow that playlist below in the links and you'll learn so much from me. And also, like I said before, follow the other videos if you want to learn more about marketing 101. This is about search engine marketing and how to use analytics and algorithms that I've learned from the hard way, from making a lot of mistakes and building a website and learning plugins and using WordPress. I started with a company named Wix, and then I graduated to start using WordPress, and I learned how to build a website myself. So you guys can actually do the same thing too. It's pretty easy once you get to use it. I'm no specialist, but that's about it. Just want to leave you guys with those gems. So hope you guys like, subscribe, share. Feel free to ask as many questions. All my videos seem to attract a lot of questions, which I love. So if you have questions, if you have curiosities, if you don't know, if you want to put your foot in the water, feel free to ask me. Check me out. Also follow me on Conrad Layn on Instagram. Love you guys. Like, subscribe, share. Conrad Layn out. Peace. Make some money.